See them teeth.
Mhm.
And we are live. Today is Thursday. Wow, August 19th. And you are rolling on the road with Dr. Kimberly and Dave. Dave is on assignment today, and you'll hear a little bit more about that later on. But we have Trina Edmondson, who is over the peer support. She works with the Veterans Peace with Disability Advocates of Kent County. And we are so excited to have Rachel Wustman, who is the, tell us, drum roll please.
Community Outreach Specialist.
And that was a mouthful. As you can see, it is scrolling along the bottom. So at any time that you need to get in contact with the Kent County Veteran Services, the number is located right in our little ticker tape here. We are really just moving up. My guest yesterday said, I feel like he was on The View. I said, I know, right? CNN headline news. But no, this is disability headline news, I guess, if you will. But we are so excited to have you on the show today.
Thanks for having us.
Mhm.
So I want to start with you, Trina. Tell us a little bit about some of the services that you have available at Disability Advocates of Kent County for veterans.
Sure. We have one really great service is with our occupational therapy department, and we received a grant from Rachel's organization actually to be able to do this work, and it is all about accessibility in the home. So if a veteran or even a family member of a veteran that lives with them needs any kind of accessibility modifications, build a ramp, widen doorways, different things like that, we can help make that happen. We work with contractors in the area, home repair services, and just do whatever we can to make that home more accessible and improve the quality of life for that veteran and their families.
Well, as a United States Navy veteran, I have received occupational services with this grant through the VA at Disability Advocates of Kent County. And the next program that you have available?
Well, we do have peer support, a couple of veterans on staff here, and one is certified as a veteran peer support specialist, and he's working on putting together a support group working alongside and with the Kent County Veteran Services, of course, Rachel's organization. Again, we're very connected with them, and we really appreciate that partnership so much.
Well, let's not forget about the independent living program. If you have been a part of the VOC rehabilitation program and you are no longer able due to a medical concern or whatever other issue that you may have, there is a program through the VOC rehab program that is called Independent Living. And that is the program that I went through where they partnered with me for 24 months. Did you see my face?
It was fun.
For 24 months with Disability Advocates of Kent County. And Trina came. We tell this story. I told her. And I remember the first visit, I had to come to the office, and she told me that I was going to engage in the world. She says, you're not going to hide. You're not going to sit at home just because you have a disability. And she says, the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to go to Art Prize. I said, excuse me? She says, yeah, here's a book. Here's some tickets. I said, for what? I said, they don't have no little special bus that's going to come pick me up and take me. She says, no. How about you make some friends? Or get your family involved. And we want you. And I'm giving you enough tickets for your friends to be able to go. And I said, okay. And you're going to get on the bus. She said, I'm getting you tickets to the Silver Line. So I do thank her that we just didn't get on the regular bus. We got to get on the Silver Line, which was a straight shot right into Art Prize. And I'm telling you, it made the world of difference for me. Because one of the things, especially when you acquire a disability, is okay, how do I get back into a world that used to be accessible to me and now is no longer, it no longer has that accessibility. But so she taught me how to get out there in the world. And the piece that I love the most is, if you don't know Trina, she is visually impaired. And so she says, I need you to look over there. And I said, how'd she know? I said, her office was so junky. Okay, that right there, that wasn't Trina. I don't know whose office she's in right now.
This is mine.
Oh, ooh, but she just had piles and piles of resources and paperwork just everywhere. And I just thought that was such an oxymoron. I said, okay, I can't walk and she can't see. What are we supposed to do? But one of the things that I love is that my father had been blind for more than 20 years. And he was really the one who had taught me how to be disabled, if you will. I mean, here it is. He was in actually the same age as I am now, 55, when he lost his vision. And he had to, if you want to go back, you can see the interview here on Rolling on the Road of how he learned to engage the world now as someone who was sightless, and it was pretty interesting. But I didn't realize that for all of those years, I was really gleaning from him. And the fact that I would be partnered with Trina. And I said, oh, wow. I said, okay, this is no different than, kind of being with my dad. Because my dad was like, you're going to get out there, do what it is that you need to do. So I appreciate it. So those persons who are veterans and you were in the Voc Rehab program and now you've been assigned to independent living, I mean, it's strictly voluntary. You don't have to do it, but I'm telling you, it will be the very best thing that you could ever do, is learning how to live your own self-directed life, because many of us need a hand up, not a handout. And when you have acquired a disability, especially later in life, it really hits you a little bit harder. It's not like, oh, okay, what happened as a child? Okay, I've had an opportunity to grow up with this and figure it out. But when you're 47 years old and you're an empty nester, you're thinking you're about ready to boogie, and you find yourself in a wheelchair as your modality, it really changes your mindset. And to have someone who could come alongside of you and say, you know what, I may not have the same thing, but the feelings that you have are so similar. I can identify with what you're going through, and I got you. And so that's what I really appreciated the most. And the fact that I am a veteran, and we never leave no man behind. And that man is not gender specific. It is as a whole. We do not leave anybody behind. And the fact that, we were able to connect, I really appreciate it. Rachel, where do you fit in the picture with this? She's just grinning. She's like, what?
No, I'm so happy to be here. Trina was telling me all about you, and I believe I've dropped off an art workshop kit to your home before through the pandemic. So yeah, it's so nice to kind of see you.
So where did that artwork end up?
Oh, let me tell you, I'm so glad you asked, because next Saturday, so the 28th, we are kind of unveiling that huge art prize piece that Pamela Alderman and we worked on together. There's going to be art pieces displayed on the Blue Bridge behind the Eberhard Center.
Yeah,
it's going to be a whole event. We're going to have a small program, and then obviously art prize is coming up, and you're well versed in going to art prize, it sounds like. So we can't wait to see you at our piece.
So it was really exciting to be able to do it. We were given this container kind of like, and I love the way it was done in stages. So one group did one piece of the artwork. I'm telling it kind of bad. I'm just telling the point where I got it. So pieces of it had already been done. Someone had already ripped up all of the colors and the pieces. And then we had to tell our story. Okay, I'm not going to cry.
Oh,
Okay, I'm not crying. Yes, I am. I'm such a baby. But to get a bag of these ripped up pieces and to put them together to create artwork, it was extremely cathartic for me. It let me see how far I had come, just as someone who has served. And, you know, I definitely have to pay homage to all of my brothers and sisters in arms who were pulled out of Afghanistan, and to see the travesty of just to see that travesty, and of how they kept the pieces of all of their lives together for over 20 years, and then to be removed. And so to be a part of this artwork, wow, to take all of these broken pieces to put something together to create something beautiful.
Powerful just doesn't quite describe it as well as it should, does it?
No. And you know, there was supposed to be a private ceremony for those who were a part of it. And of course, you know, due to COVID, we're not able to do that, but the outdoor event will take place on Saturday.
Yeah.
And it really definitely has a different meaning now.
Yes.
It has a different meaning to come together as brothers and sisters in arms and taking part in such a massive project.
Yeah.
At such a time as this. Yeah. To be a woman, to have served, and to see the freedoms and the liberties that other women, you know, experienced for the last 20 days, and for them to lose it just in a matter of hours.
Yeah.
I think we need a commercial break. I mean, I hate that we can't cut away, but we just want to say thank you so much for tuning in to Rolling on the Road with Dr. Kimberly and Dave. Dave is on assignment today, and we have Trina, who is the peer support for veterans at Disability Advocates of Kent County. And oh my gosh, we have Rachel Wustman here, who has just done so much work in varied areas in Kent County for veterans. And we just want to say thank you for all that you do, for being there for us, and assisting. We want to say thank you so much. I'm not sure what happened to our interpreter today, but we do have live captioning. So for those of you who are, you know, impaired, you'll be able to see the closed captioning as the show is running live. But we want to say thank you so much to Disability Advocates of Kent County and 100 Shades of Disability, who sponsors us to do what it is that we do. And I mean, I believe that we bring you some of the latest, the greatest news. Sometimes we pull things straight out of the headlines, and we find real people across all of the United States to give testimony to what it is that they are experiencing. And so we've talked about everything from COVID-19 to the Delta variant. We've had persons who are long haulers with COVID-19. Just on earlier this week, we had someone who had received one vaccination and then contracted the Delta variant, and they've only been out of the hospital less than 20 days. So, I mean, we're catching it fresh and without bias, without prejudice, and we're sharing the information with you on how to get your vaccine, making sure that you stay masked. If you have food insecurities, you know, we've told you where to go. If you needed assistance with your rent, we helped you with the census. So we definitely were out there We're talking to real people. We're talking about real situations. And again, we're just excited to have Rachel today and to have Trina.
Mhm.
So Rachel, where can veterans go if they're experiencing food insecurities? What are some of the services that, as a community outreach specialist, that you're able to help veterans with and their families?
Yeah, absolutely. So 836 Fuller Ave Northeast, right here in Grand Rapids.
And it's on your little ticker tape going right on by. Yay!
Yeah. Yeah, you can come down. It's first come, first serve if there isn't an appointment. But the phone number is going right there. Also, you can give us a call, set up an appointment if you are, like you were saying, having food insecurities. If you need help with maybe your utility bill or rent, or maybe you got a new job and you need work boots and you need them to be steel-toed, and those things are expensive. Give us a call. Those are things that we've helped pay for in the past. Car repairs. I could go on and on, but if you're facing some sort of a financial unforeseen emergency, give us a call. We have multiple people here ready to help you with paperwork, get you back on your feet so you can continue, having a good quality of life. Along with that, if you were serving and you were injured, we can help you apply for a service-connected disability claim. And then we also do the non-service connected claims as well. Surviving spouse pensions. Anything veteran related. If you need a resource or if you just have a question, give us a call and let us help you. If it might not be something that one of our accredited veteran service officers do, we know who does it. Nelson Soto is our veteran support coordinator. He's with you from start to finish. So you call, maybe it's not something specifically that we handle here in our office. Nelson will know who. He'll give them a call, have them reach out to you. We're calling it the warm handoff. So yeah, let us help you, and we're not gonna turn anybody away. Like I said, if it's not something we do, we know who does it, and we're happy to connect you.
Can you talk a little bit about the non-service connected? Are there benefits for persons who served, but you said that they don't have a service connected disability, but they're still eligible for services?
Yes. So I can speak very little on it.
Okay.
That's why we have accredited service officers that do annual training. However, I do know that it is an income-based benefit. And I do know that it's not just for the veteran, it's for a surviving spouse as well. It can go along with aid and attendance if you're having trouble doing daily activities. So you let me know too. And if you want to go more into detail, I'll have one of my service officers come on another show with you sometime, and they can kind of break it down much, much better than I can.
Absolutely. I think that's many times, maybe I didn't serve long enough. All you have to serve is 90 days on active duty. That includes if you just made it through boot camp and only got partially through A school, you are eligible for benefits. Everyone is always eligible for medical.
Right.
And trust me, you're going to need it. I have a surgery that's coming up pretty soon, and the surgery itself is just $120,000. We're not talking about, what it would cost for the anesthesiologist or the hospital stay, because I would have to stay in the hospital overnight, for it, and then figure out how to travel back home and not feel so icky. But
yeah.
But that's $120,000, surgery that the VA didn't blink. They just said, "Oh, you need that? Okay, fine." And it was immediately.
That's amazing.
And so you're going to want to connect in. As you can see, the number is scrolling down on the bottom of the screen there. So please get a hold of Rachel and she can help you in that area. Were there some other services that Disability Advocates of Kent County has other than occupational therapy? And I just told them you got peer support. I just told them about the independent living.
Yeah, so yeah, we do partner with the VA on the independent living. There's actually 5 tracks to the VOC rehab, and we support 2 of those. So the independent living program, and then also the long-term services to work. So we can do work assessments if the veteran is not sure whether they can work, what kind of work they can do because of their injury. And we have workshops, we do assessments, like I said, here where the veteran would work here. And we would assess all of those soft skills and identify any accommodations that might be needed. And then we would, according to what the veteran wants to do in the future, whether that's school or they already have an idea what kind of work they want to do, I will go out in the community and find a place for them to actually work. And they get paid throughout this whole process. The VOC rehab pays them a decent wage. It's not minimum wage. And yeah, it can last up to a year in that program. That's between the counselor and the veteran, though. And it's all driven by what the veteran's choices are.
So for the occupational therapy program, do you have to be service connected to receive those services?
No.
Okay.
No, you just have to be a veteran or living in the home, somebody else living in your home of the veteran. If that person is disabled, we can help with that too, because that's going to alleviate stress on the veteran, even if it isn't him or her that is receiving the service.
Okay, many times, because we are in 50 states and in 9 countries, we have people who are watching us and we never know where they are. So we try to connect them to their Center for Independent Living. Now, we know we are in Kent County and we are in Michigan. We have 15, now it might be 14, but I know we have 14 or 15?
14. There's 14 right now. They serve all 83 counties. And despite our name, we do serve 5 counties. So we have Ionia, Montcalm, Mecosta, and Osceola, along with Kent County that we serve.
Okay, so to give our viewers more context, each Center for Independent Living, it's not just for old people. Most people call in after the show and say, so we have to go to a nursing home. And it's like, no. Back in the 60s, there were a group of persons with disabilities, and it originally started as a disability network out in California, where they all came together and said, hey, you know, we can't get services other places. And somebody figured out, well, here, I know where we can find a place to live. Someone else said, oh, I know where we can find where we can go and work. And so it kind of started that way, and they got some office space and they made it work. And before you know it, they were all over the state of California, and then people started moving, and it's in all 50 states. So some may be called disability networks, others may be called centers for independent living, because it's a center that you can come to that will assist you in living independently, if that's what you choose to do. So, and they will help you with housing. They can help you with getting a job. They can help you with getting, applying for your benefits. If you don't have them, or maybe you don't have all that you need, or your disability has changed and you need to file for more and say, well, hey, you know, I have a few more disabilities. If you're like me, you know, you have layered disabilities, so they can pay you for all of that. And one of the things that we found out during the early part of the pandemic, when we visited all of the centers, we virtually went on a tour. And we found that in the UP, they actually have a gaming program. Oh my gosh, that was awesome. Where, so
sorry.
Oh yeah, okay. So they have a gaming as part of their programming, where you connect in and they have tournaments, they win prizes. And I think that's an awesome way to connect to your community, connect to your friends, and just stay in the loop. Because many times, you know, persons with disabilities feel isolated and lonely, you know, like the rest of you have felt during the pandemic.
Yeah, that's something that Centers for Independent Living are unique in so many ways. So like for Kent County, we provide services to the community that the community needs and wants. They tell us what they need. And so then we do whatever we need to do to help provide that service. So in the UP, their services are completely different than what ours are. They'd be completely different in Detroit than they are here. So that is something that's unique, along with the fact that we are people with disabilities, serving people with disabilities.
So I'm just going to tell you, if y'all okay, just FYI, if y'all in the Detroit area, they have cooking and dance classes. So they make you get up and, they get the little, I was like, oh, I like them. But I love the fact that when we think about how many veterans do we have in Kent County that have served, that actually have disabilities? She's like, oh, let me think.
I don't know. So I don't know the exact number, but I do know some of the last stats were, well, they were probably from 2019, if I'm being honest.
Okay.
But I think we were only serving in the high 20% of veterans in Kent County. And I mean, so that's not just service-connected injuries or anything like that, but it's, we're trying to get the word out. So it's so nice when someone like you lets me come on here, and maybe I can reach another veteran of Kent County if they need anything. So.
And again, let's reiterate some of the services that you provide.
Sure. So we call it emergency relief, soldiers and sailors relief, which is an unforeseen emergency if you need help to pay your bills, to get back on your feet. That's something that we help with. We also, I should have mentioned earlier, we've partnered with Meijer to do Meijer vouchers as well. So
yes,
if you're facing food insecurities, we all know Meijer, it's not just food. So if you need diapers, you need body wash, you need deodorant,
you can get everything but alcohol and cigarettes.
That's right. Alcohol and tobacco. Yep. But then, so we help with service-connected claims.
There's no lottery ticket. What? We can get the lotto tickets? Okay.
That'd take care of my food insecurity. Sorry, go ahead.
Yes, also non-service connected pension claims, surviving spouse claims. We can help you file for burial reimbursement funds too. So those are like the monetary benefits, which, let's be honest, that's important, right? I mean, we all need money to survive. But it kind of reminded me when you were talking about isolation and things like that. Throughout this year, we've started a wellness program. So 3 times a week, we offer yoga. We do it virtually. Now we can do it in person. We've been doing art workshops. We do music therapy, and we do equine therapy. So all of those things are offered right now in person or virtually, except for equine therapy. The horses don't do well on the computer. But there's this little farm right in the city, and they offer time with horses and to work through some things or to sit there with horses. It's amazing. So those are just a few of the things we've been working on. And tonight, speaking of your shirt, your Wink shirt, we're partnering with Wink tonight for our female veterans only. We're doing a tie-dye workshop right here in our back parking lot.
Oh. There we go. Okay. Hope my husband didn't see that. He's like, what are you doing? Okay, I'm sorry.
Could I add just one more resource for securities that is not related to either one of us, but it is at 620 Century, the Health for Homeless Vet Center. They every Monday and I believe Tuesdays they have a food pantry. You have to bring ID the first time, prove that you're a veteran, DD 214, just the first time, and then after that you can go once a month and you can get a lot of groceries there. They have a lot of different things. So
such a great program. Yes,
it is. Yeah.
Do you have to be honorably discharged to participate at 620 Century to receive go to the food bank?
I want to say yes.
Because it is the VA.
Yeah. So that's a federally funded program. Yeah.
So if I'm dishonorably discharged, I can't get no groceries at the healthcare for homeless veterans?
We do help with upgrades on discharge if possible here at Kent County Veteran Services.
I love the non-answering and answering. It's like this. Did you get that? Can you help you upgrade?
Well, we won't give out information that's bad, and if we don't know, then we don't know.
Right. But I do know a lot of programs offer things for honorably discharged veterans. So if you think, if you have a dishonorable discharge or other than honorable, and you think it was maybe wrong or, not, it shouldn't have happened or something like that, give us a call because our supervisor here, he's been here for over 10 years. And he'll do the research for you. He'll do all the legwork for you. And see how we can help. I mean, it's not guaranteed that we can upgrade everybody, but that's definitely something that we can help with. And then there's so many doors opened as well.
And your supervisor's name is?
His name is Ryan Grams, said like the cracker, but not spelled like the cracker.
Oh, like John Coffey.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I like to speak in movies, like my name is John Coffey. Sound like it, but not spelled the same.
Exactly.
Got it. So that's Ryan Grams.
Yep.
So as you can see, the number and the address and the website are scrolling at the bottom of the screen. Isn't that so awesome?
So convenient.
I figured that out today. I feel like I'm
I could ask
every now and then. The things that excite me. I'm just saying that I figured that one out. Mm-hmm. And I didn't even read it.
For those of us that are visually impaired, would you mind reading off that number and address, please?
I would be more than happy to do that. And it's scrolling on the bottom. It says, Rolling on the Road with Dr. Kimberly and Dave. Our guest today is Rachel Wustman, Kent County Veteran Services Community Outreach Specialist. They are located, and she is located at 836 Fuller Avenue, Northeast Grand Rapids, Michigan, 49503. Number 616-401-1477. And that is www.kentcountyveteransservices.com. Isn't that exciting? Yes. We are now at the 4:32 hour, and I want to say thank you so much for tuning into Rolling on the Road with Dr. Kimberly and Dave. Dave is on assignment today, but we are so grateful to have Ms. Trina Edmondson, who also works at Disability Advocates of Kent County, and she is over the Veterans Program, which they have 5, actually almost 7 different programs that are available to veterans, along with peer support. I'm telling you, it's the best service in the world. They have occupational services for veterans, and they don't care about your service connection. I'm just saying. You can go and get those services there. How exciting is it? Well, as you can see, I'm not in the regular studio. I am actually rolling out on the road. I want to say thank you so much to Apostle Linda Correct and to the Zion Dominion Church and Ministry Centers for allowing me to be here for the last 2 days to do the show from here. They are currently in the August conference called Take With You Words. This is a medically, scientifically, and spiritually, you like that part? I do too. Guess what? Sterile environment. We have masks all over. We have sanitation stations. We spray alcohol when people get to talking just a little bit too much, but we stay masked. We have extra masks available in case you experience the floor ministry. Yep. See what I'm saying? She's there already with me. And yes, we love it. We love it. We love it here. If you would like to attend the conference, we'll be here until Sunday. You can go to www.ziondominionevents.com, and Pastor Ingrid will get you registered quickly. You missed all of the hullabaloo. They were in here wrapping gifts. There are people here who have had birthdays in the month of August. And wow, I saw some fantastic. I saw some Vera Wang cologne leaving up out of here. They give out great gifts, great information. I'm telling you, just revelatory that will change your life. Everybody needs to have good counsel. I tell my truth. I know that I have done extremely well because I receive spiritual counseling, even in my business, how I treat my business people. You can tell my producer, he does a great job. Isn't he a wonderful guy? Rachel got a chance to meet the producer. So I'm telling you, you need to come. www.ziondominionevents.com. But ladies, I have really, really enjoyed hanging out with you today. We learned so much. All the services that are available, whether you're service connected or not. If you're a spouse, if you have a friend, a cousin, pack them up, put them in a wheelchair, and I'm telling you, make your way over there to Fuller Avenue. And I can't spill the beans yet about yeah. You can go on Camelot to Disability Advocates. That was good. Yeah, you go on Camelot. Yeah. Yep. Do you want to give them the number? I know it's 616-949.
1100.
Okay, so in the middle there's 911. Now they are not 911, but I'm telling you, when you're a person with a disability, sometimes your situation feels like it is a 911 situation. But I'm telling you, dial 616-949-1100, and they will definitely help you. If you don't feel comfortable, just give me a call. 616-949. What's my number? 954-5148, and we can help you get the services that you need. And you don't even have to live here. That's the piece that I really, really like, that we've had the opportunity to help people all over the United States. They've watched the show, saw something that they really liked, and they were like, wow, how can I get that service? Or you know what? I got a friend that needs some help. And so when we stop going live here, we come into your real life. Ooh. And it gets real live then. And we help you. So we get excited when we're able to help people. Yeah. So can you give us the information about Saturday?
Sure. So Saturday, August 28th, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. 10:30 is when we have a little program starting. We'll have crafts. We'll have really good snacks. We're going to have an ID pop-up shop. We're going to have so many artists displayed, possibly even Dr. Barrington's art is going to be on the Blue Bridge right behind GVSU Eberhard Center. You can't miss us. The trees that Pamela put together, so the yellow ribbon is comprised of 3 different trees. This is like spoiler alert stuff right here, so get excited. But there's 3 different things, 3 different trees. One is 9 foot tall. You will not be able to miss us. Yeah, so whether you're a veteran, whether you're not, come down, enjoy the fun. I mean, it's going to be a great morning into the afternoon, and we can't wait to see everybody.
I'm excited. Can I get a table?
Of course you can.
Can I have a table?
Yeah.
You know what? I'm just going to tell you, I believe, maybe it's because I serve my country. Yeah, but if nothing else, I'm going to need you to stop by my table. I want you to buy a pack of masks. You can get 50 masks for $20, and it says, proud to serve my country.
Oh, wow.
Hold on one second. Hey, Josiah, can you check and see if we have a proud to serve my country mask right here? A mask, honey. The proud to serve my country. Yeah. He's gonna get them. Guess what?
Ooh.
My church, yeah, they helped me to design them, and we got them done. And guess what? They look like this.
Wow.
See that?
Wow, I shouldn't have leaned that
You
close.
got the. You know what? You got Lady Liberty. How many? We haven't seen her in a long time on a bunch of stuff. But guess what? Look at there. There's Lady Liberty
Ah,
there, and it says "Proud to serve my country." Hashtag mask up. I'm just
love it.
Look at there. And it's cute.
Yeah.
It's 3-ply. Look at that.
Oh, wow.
Comfortable. Bendy. Got the nice bendy. There you go. Nice, easy straps. FDA approved. Just saying.
Fancy.
And we got some PPE packs. They're $20. $20, you get 7 masks in there included. You get a spray sanitizer. You get a gel sanitizer. 5 gloves. So that way, pair of gloves, you can put a glove on, to pump your gas, because that's gross anyway. Who wants to smell like gas? Yeah. Mm-hmm. And you get some antibacterial wipes in there.
Wow. Those are hard to come by these days.
They are. So I'm just saying, we'll be out there. We're going to have a table, and the monies help us to help other persons with disabilities. We offer vocal confidence coaching. So if, hey, you got a great platform, we let you come on here and talk about it. But you got to have the vocal confidence to be able to talk about something that you believe in, something that you know, like these 2 ladies here. We offer vocal confidence coaching lessons, and we also give away iPads.
Wow.
We buy some wonderful, nice, oh, here we go. Nice iPad here. Yep. On the back, we actually put your name on, we put your name on the back of it, and it says From 100 Shades of Disability. Yep. So that's what the monies allow us to do. And then there are those who want to start a business. I believe that it's a great thing, and it helps you take the focus off of you. And who knows better than those who experience something? You know what? I was using a wheelchair, and I think it needs to be improved. I think that it needs a better cushion. So we help you with those kind of things. That's what the money's for. And we help people all across the United States. That's Trina's phone. That's Trina's phone.
Yeah.
That I know that ringtone, and it's been the same since 2014 when we met.
It's been a while.
We've known each other that long.
Mm-hmm.
Rachel, I look forward to knowing you just as long, and I love you just as much.
Well, thank you.
And I appreciate all that you do. Any final words, Trina?
Not really. You take my breath away.
I love you. I love you. Rachel.
Thank you to both of you. Thank you to Trina for kind of recommending that I get in touch with you. And thank you for having me on so quickly and letting me kind of talk about what we're doing here on the northeast side of town. So I just appreciate both of you so much.
And we're going to read it again. You can reach her, Rachel Wustman, Kent County Veteran Services Community Outreach Specialist, 836 Fuller Avenue Northeast, Grand Rapids, Michigan, 49503. Number 616-401-1477. www.kentcountyveteransservices, there's 2 S's in there, .com. Please reach out to them if you know someone who's a veteran or you know a surviving spouse that may need their services. I'm telling you, it's the best thing that you can do. Serve your country. Serve your country. If you have not been vaccinated, if you are able to receive the vaccine, I implore you, I implore you to please get your vaccination. Please stay safe. Don't forget to mask up, wash your hands, think about your fellow neighbor, wipe your handles off, buy a PPE pack, so that you can have your own sanitation and just, wipe things off. Be kind. If you cough, do like that. Don't put your hand on. Dude, that's gross. Yeah. hmm But we want to say thank you so much. This has been a great week rolling on the road. Again, I want to say thank you so much to Zion Dominion Churches and Ministries Center for allowing me to tape here live for the last 2 days. And if you're available, please go to www.ziondominionevents.com. Come on, I promise you, if you can only come for a day. Like today, they serve lunch. Lunch was ginger ribs. Yeah, served with candied carrots. We had fresh lemonade with fresh mint. They grow mint out here. And so they put mint in the lemonade. And I'm telling you, it was just awesome. We have a wonderful baker here. She made a German chocolate cake for dessert. Just telling you, you're missing out. They serve a great lunch. A great, 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 great lunch. And, ginger ribs with coleslaw. Homemade, fresh.
Making me hungry.
I know, www.ziondominionevents.com. I'm just trying to tell you. But we're going to say thank you so much for tuning in. And we have another great week coming up with, oh my goodness, great guests. We'll probably be in our satellite location, Atlanta, Georgia. You know how that goes. If you haven't been vaccinated, again, please do so. If you are able to, please be vaccinated. And don't forget to mask up. We'll see you guys soon.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh, we had all of these comments. I didn't even see them. Is the tie-dye event inside or outside? I didn't even see. I don't know. Needed to touch a Rachel. I'm not old. She's so silly. Ask Rachel. I didn't even see.